All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It was the AFL, NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
Yellow, on the line!
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run. This is Kamara. And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off the game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taking it about the 36. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, L.A. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Steps away to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's caught. Lockett. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Ed Oliver. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check, 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Now, that'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Watch 54. Here we go, T. Here I come.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a 12 yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got Lockett. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down. To throw again on second down, Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Hey, 15. Let's get it now. Let's get it right now.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes, rolling to his right. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. 7 yards there and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 20-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Here we go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there and drop him behind the line. to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Yellow, yellow. 50 wants the money. 50 wants the money. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken it around the 40. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
You draw forfeit.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Judon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Gets around him. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green line.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football, but when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Desmond King making the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, as time expires in the first half. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second.
Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 71 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's complete to Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Mahomes now to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. finally they feel they got a call.
Mahomes firing complete and out of bounds right around the 20.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. He's got Thompson here, complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Mahomes. It's caught. Lock it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He's got it complete to Thompson. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They'll run it again with Barkley. And an alley to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain there of 30 big ones.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll set up to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On the ground, Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They'll drop the throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one hauled in by Sample. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now here's Mahomes. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he finds Howard complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch left. Tight. Watch left. Hey, 4 down.
Now Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. Super Bowl 55 hitting the home stretch. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Oh, nice move. The ball comes out, and he's going to get this inside the 30. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 30 base. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And ready.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.